Hello everyone, my name is Martin Linksfeld. Here is the second lesson of my self-study course covering the usage of Terraform for provisioning resources in OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. In the first lesson of this course, we have prepared a Terraform environment. We have deployed a single web server nested in one regional public subnet within VCN associated with one compartment. In this lesson, we will add second machine to this configuration. Let's then roll. This lesson is not revolutionary in any sense. It will be a small step in the evolution of our cloud infrastructure. But as I have declared in the first lesson, we will continuously review our topology diagram as a first step to better understand the updated landscape. Previously deployed one web server doesn't make any sense for production workload, as we are not passing high availability requirements. We have a single point of failure with just one server without protection against machine failures or increased customer workload. That means we should create additional server, right? Second server in a secured and isolated place. That is why we have deployed it in a second AD. You have probably already discovered that we can reuse Null resources to install and configure Apache web server configuration on the second server. But let's check up on the code editor. Okay, now I am in a code editor. Let me go directly to lesson 2. And we have just two files that has been updated. First of all, it will be a compute.tf file. In this file, as you remember, originally we have had just one web server, right? And that is here. So I added the second one, right? Webserver 2. And most of the definition of the server is equal to original server. The only difference is in a display name and in an availability domain. So we will choose availability domain 2 for our web server. If this variable will be not, let's say, delivered in any sense, we will have this conditional and the code will make a lookup through data source of our availability domains, and it will look up for the second domain. 1 in that case means second, 0 means the first one, right, as here. And this is all in case of the machine. Next, we have small update in our remote.tf, and as you can see, we have second null resource, which is dependent on the second web server, and we will install the same package of Apache in this machine. We will access the second server, of course, and of course the web page will have slightly different text here, meaning it will be welcome to foggykitchen.com. This is web server 2. Right? So it will be easy for us to distinguish web server 1 and web server 2 by the content of the web page. Okay, that is all what I have in the code to show you. Now let's move to our Terraform. Okay, now I am in a GitHub repository inside a second lesson subdirectory. As I have mentioned in the first lesson, I will continue to work with Resource Manager. So let me click on Deploy button. And because I'm already pre-authenticated, there is no question about login and password, and I am immediately moved to my Resource Manager wizard. I will accept terms and conditions, and the second lesson will be downloaded. It means in practice, second lesson zip file will be downloaded and the stack will be created. I'll choose Terraform compartment, then I will click next, And for the first server, web server, I'll choose first availability domain, and for a second web server, I'll choose second availability domain. Of course, again, I can click on advanced options, and I can potentially change the shape of the machines, or I can customize VCN, CIDR, etc. But in that case, I'll decide to, I have decided to just move over, and I will disable automatic Terraform apply, and I will click create, and within a second my stack will be created right for the second lesson. Now I can run Terraform plan just to see what we will have in our infrastructure after Terraform apply. Okay, I'll pause for a sec because it will take a few seconds more to provide the plan. Okay, plan job is done. Let me scroll down. 12 resources will be added, and as you can see, we'll have 2 web servers, public IPs. Let me scroll up to find out the second web server. Okay, here's the second web server. Okay, I think I can move to the stack and I can run Terraform apply immediately. Now Terraform apply has started, and again I will pause and return back after successful deployment. Okay, looks like the job for apply is finished. We have 2 public IPs here. We can go also to outputs in the resource manager section. Let me copy this IP address and I will type it here. Okay, we have the first server, and I will take the second one and I will copy it here. Second web server. So it looks like 2 web servers has been now deployed and in our tenancy. Let me verify it entirely from console. Here is our VCN and our public regional subnet for web servers. And let me verify also instances here. And we have 2 web servers with flex shapes, and as you can see, first one is in AD1, second one is AD2. Okay, now we can return back to Resource Manager and we can run Terraform destroy, right? Just to remove entirely our infrastructure. Let me click Terraform destroy, and after a while I believe we will have successful job. I'll pause for a moment. Okay, looks like destroy job is finished. Let me scroll down. 12 resources destroyed. Let me verify that from compute instances perspective. And I need to go to Focky Kitchen compartment. 2 web servers terminated. Awesome. Now let's go to networking. No items found. Okay, everything is in place. I mean, everything has been destroyed. And that is the end of the lesson 2, and we are moving forward. Hope to see you again in a next lesson. Thank you.